now listening to the Good Bad Advice Podcast with Stephanie and Chase.
Hello. Wow, does that fill you with so much joy?
It does. I've missed it so much. Happy season 3, everybody. Season 3. To the Good Bad Advice. DJ Khaled.
We changed our intro music to just us. Bow, 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 bow.
The little Fiverr person who made our intros hang on, I liked ours. Welcome to the Good Bad Advice Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Chase.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we give unsolicited advice to people in the news each week. And we are in season 3, episode 80. Episode 80. Who? Raise your hand if you've been there from the beginning. Hey.
Me and you.
And my mom. And your mom.
My mom. And my dad.
Not my dad, but also a number of you have all been here from the beginning.
Yes.
We're so excited for season 3. And we got to catch up. I do just want to make it clear. The reason we're starting later for season 3 in the year than anticipated is me. We were going
to record last week, and I did have a death in the family.
That's true.
Boo, boo, if you were mad at us. Boo,
Dad. I don't know.
Kevin's not going to love that one.
Oh my gosh. Kevin is... Okay, you finish your thing. We'll work backwards for why we couldn't record.
Yes, no, I did have a death in the family, which did, cause some disruption. Yeah. It happens, you guys.
It happens. People die, mortality.
We're happy to be back, but we were too sad. We were too sad to record a podcast.
Yeah.
It just wasn't going to be what you thought it was, and so we did have to push back another week.
And we were going to do Sunday because we normally record on Sundays, but your boy's going back to church.
Yes.
That's kind of a new thing. I'm doing both hours of church. I have Dan, and I got another calling. I'm in charge of the ward Christmas party.
Wow.
And I'm going to be a substitute elders quorum teacher.
Wow.
I know, your boy's promotion. So that's why we can't record on Sundays. That's why we couldn't do it the following Sunday. So it is a Saturday that we're recording this to launch on a thing. Now, we couldn't do the week before because Stephanie was throwing my wedding shower.
You guys, true.
We have to talk about the absolute genius that was Stephanie. Here's what happens, okay? She knows because you guys have experienced some of Stephanie's friend jealousy on the podcast.
Okay, but to be fair,
Lindsay was not invited.
No, my statement rings true in that you are an excellent friend to everyone.
Well, not to everyone, just to my friends.
Well, you do not discriminate in your friendships. You are literally a good friend to everybody. You make everybody feel like you're their best friend.
Thank you.
So it makes other people in your friend groups, not just me, at Cassie.
Yeah, hi Cass. We're looking at you, girl.
Literally crazy towards your other friends. Now that is not I.
Now,
I love the bit
too. Is that all of my friends get along with my other friends?
Yes.
There's
beef.
no actual rivalry. I'm you and Megan and Molly and Matt and Ethan and Marty. That group was so fun.
No, you can have a dinner party group with your friends.
100%. But I don't, but we never really, we will host things and then all my friends will come together. But I often do more siloed groups, like you and Traven and then Megan and Ethan or whatever.
No, you could do a dinner party every night of the week.
I really could. I'd have a group of people come. So what Stephanie did, which was genius, which by the way, thank you so much to Stephanie, Traven, Molly, and Kevin, Stephanie's parents, who also hosted an unbelievable dinner. That tri-tip. Mm-hmm. Those sandwiches with that horseradish was everything.
No, Kevin makes a banger tri-tip.
No, and it was a I do barbecue. So clever, so fun. And everybody looked great. And then Stephanie comes out and says, okay, we're going to start the game portion. And she says, I know all of you here think you're Chase's best friend. And we're going to find out who the real best friend is. Welcome to BFF Olympics.
Yep.
She pulls out a scorecard. Everybody's name is on there.
A scoreboard.
A scoreboard, sorry. A scoreboard, poster size. Everybody's name, multiple rounds. We're talking trivia. We're talking physicality. We're talking the daredevil, eating different gross things.
Yeah.
It was wild. And when I tell you, Cassie, who's to my right, had such energy of wanting to be number one.
Yeah.
And you were smart because hosting guarantees you're number one.
Oh, you guys.
You're fighting for second place, although you were gracious enough to make them think they were fighting for first.
I was like,
she had medals, she had prizes. I mean, there was a whole podium.
Yeah.
And Megan did come out on top. Hey, girl. Cassie then
was a beautiful, not sore loser the entire rest of the evening.
The biggest sore loser.
She didn't call somebody an a-hole who barely read.
She didn't. She wasn't like, I will eat every disgusting thing left over from the disgusting eating for my crown. Yeah. Which, God love her. It was such a really, really fun. And the best part about the whole thing was that it was the day before the gentry shower. Mm-hmm. And the gentry shower was like very beautiful, very elegant, very buttoned up. And there was a toast and it was just everything. And it was wonderful. Like, we're so thankful. But it was so funny because I kept having flashbacks to the night prior, which was just very different.
With everyone around the table being forced to eat
so feral
rotten egg jelly bean.
Yes. Yeah. And then like trying to figure out trivia. And although what I will say about the gentry shower that did come out that was really funny is that they'd kind of done a newlywed game, which wasn't really newlywed game. It just was like asking questions about each other. And therein, Steven exposed that he writes and performs cat songs, like songs too, about our cats to our cats. Yes. And so imagine we're sitting at like the head of the table and there's the long table with everyone else. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, like we have a cat, you know, it's so funny. And they were like, what do you mean, like songs for the cats? And I was like, Steven, sing one. And I just was like so in the moment. I didn't think that like these are his professional
that would be
associates who then he's singing Moosey Goo, Moosey Goose, Moosey Goose, Moosey Goose, Moose 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 Moosey Goose, Moose. And he's like singing it kind of like in it. I think because we'd come from such a fun dinner like vibe from the night before where everyone's being so like silly and whatever. Yeah. And then it was kind of like whoosh, whiplash into like corporate.
So what I'm hearing is you definitely had more fun.
1,000,000,000%.
Thank you.
We're so grateful to everyone else who came to the other one. We loved it. It was gorgeous. It just was two totally different crowds.
No, and here comes my competitive nature where I'm like, and mine was better. Sure. And you had way.
Now, the week prior, I was in Alaska with Steven for work. Yeah. And that was also my birthday. It was there. And then we got home and it was Steven's birthday. Yeah. So it was kind of like boom, boom, boom. Like actually, it was your shower, gentry shower, Steven's birthday, which was crazy. And so anyways, that was all in all, it was a very good story. We ordered DoorDash to come here because you guys, I don't know if you are in Utah.
It's a monsoon.
It's a monsoon. So we are ordering little soups for us to just have a little cozy because we're getting into fall and we're loving it.
And we're thrilled.
I'm so
one of my DVDs is like fall. My favorite fall October movie.
Okay, let's get into our 3 GBs. Yes. So by way, if you are tuning in for the first time, or if you're some of those lawyers who are now listening to every episode, hey,
regularly check in.
First off, everything we say here is satirical. Please don't take it seriously.
Jane Doe, I still hate you.
So we pick out 3 things that we've consumed during the week, and then we either GB it, good or bad it. So these are our 3 GBs. Why don't you go first?
Okay, my first I'm going to start with is my favorite Halloween movie. Second to Monster House.
Wait, second to Monster House?
Monster House? You've never seen Monster House?
Wait, I don't know if I have or not. Let me look it up. Okay, first off, it's not like I have AIDS. I'm just, that was a gasp.
That was, I know, but Monster House is one of the funniest Halloween movies of all time.
No, I've literally never seen it.
Both of these, wait, what?
A cartoon?
Yes. Chase, it's by the same people who wrote the show Community. And
wait, should I watch this tonight?
Yes, you absolutely should. But you have to like watch it.
Yeah,
because the writing.
I don't have social media anymore.
Oh, fair.
So when I'm actually watching TV, I'm bored.
The writing in that movie is so funny.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
It is like seriously. Okay, that's my other GB, I guess. No, the writing in Monster House is so funny.
And it's PG, so the whole family can watch.
You will cackle. The second one is the movie Little Vampire, which has the same kid from, I think, Stuart Little. And
gosh, you're in such a little Halloween move. Little
October.
Vampire.
You have to. Little Vampire.
Oh, we are supposed to start our Harry Potter marathon. We should have started on the 1st. Steven and I do a Harry Potter marathon beginning for the month of October.
It's a Harry Potter day.
It is a Harry. Well,
but
it's
you need to watch
Monster
House.
We're watching Conference today.
Okay, we'll watch
Fart.
Monster House after.
We'll watch that. Yeah, in between. Maybe one iPad. Maybe we'll do like Sports Center. We'll have a
Yeah,
conference up.
too.
Little Monsters. We'll have the football games on.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Little Monster is so cute too. Okay, gosh.
Little
like
Vampire.
Little Vampire. I mean, 2000, circa 2000.
And it's very 2000s, but it's also just like still funny, still like quite silly. There's a lot of nostalgia there for me, but it is also one that you can watch with your entire family. My other book ones. First, I read For She Is Wrath, which is a Count of Monte Cristo retelling, but
Cool.
Takes place in. It's very Persian. I don't know where it exactly takes place, but
The
it
Ottoman
starts
Empire
more
somewhere.
like from when she is already in prison and how she gets out. And
So it's a she
female.
instead of a he. Okay.
Very interesting. Liked it a lot.
Okay.
And it was like pretty quick read too.
Okay.
And then the third one is called House of the Beast.
Yes, I saw that.
Guys, this one was so good. I don't even know how to describe it. Look at the summary yourself. But it's like a very cool fantasy, kind of like upside down type place, like two dimensions layered on top of each other. But there's different like gods that you sacrifice to be a part of their like favor. Very interesting.
That's also Dungeon Crawler Carl. They introduced the concept of gods in the later books.
Oh, okay.
And where they have to worship gods and then they get certain tasks and things. To catch everyone up, I am on the last book of the last book that's out, Dungeon Crawler Carl. There's a new book coming out in June. I'm watching it on I'm listening to it like on 0.9 speed.
Yeah.
Like I'm listening to it as slow as possible. Just like savoring it so much. I did get my Princess Donut merch. I got 3 shirts. I am obsessed.
Yes.
But that's not one of my 3 GBs because that's old news.
Yeah.
But I have been in love with Christian pop radio like right now.
Yeah.
After the Charlie Kirk situation, I really did just decide I'm going to get off social media. I don't want to be in hate-filled places. I only want to have like positive.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like content as well. Like my wedding planning is going absolutely off the rails.
Yeah.
And it's just super stressful. I'm turning into an groomzilla. I'm really trying hard not to, but I know.
He's a monster.
I know. There was a vendor that pulled out yesterday, 2 weeks before the wedding, and she was a seller on Etsy for signage, whatever else. And when I tell you that I laid into her, I'm now on my account's under review by Etsy, and I've been prohibited from contacting her again. That's how extreme I was. I did read Stephanie the text messages, which I actually can't say on this episode because this is a clean podcast. And I was not being clean, but I genuinely am trying to have positivity. So I've been listening to clean radio.
The juxtaposition.
Yeah, no, literally. It's just
I
like,
love Christian
imagine if
pop
I'd been
radio.
listening to angry music.
Yeah.
If I'd been on a Doechii kick, I would have even been uglier.
Yeah.
So I'm trying hard. I would say Jamie MacDonald is a artist. If you're like, oh, like, what do you mean Christian pop radio? Who you're listening to?
Yeah.
I love Jamie MacDonald. Tori Kelly has a lot of Christian music, and her voice is
incredible.
Insane. And I sort of thought Christian music was for people that braided their hair and were like
did like the front
long
coif.
denim, or like were being
Christian
married off young.
Christian music has evolved.
My friend Ashley Hess, who's a signed Christian artist, she was saying that it's the fastest growing genre of music in the United States is Christian. So there's some really, really good stuff there. I just do like top Christian music on Spotify, those playlists.
Yeah.
There's this new show. It was 2024, but I just watched it maybe within the last 2 weeks, and I'm on season 2 called Doc. Concept of this kind of BITCH doctor who's like the head of whatever department she's in internal medicine, I think. Ends up getting in a car accident and suffers a traumatic brain injury where she loses her memory from the last 8 years.
Slay.
And in the 8-year intervening time, like that's when she'd really turned angry and nasty. So she returns back to like kind of an affable, kind lady, but all the other people around her are like, what the? And her husband, who's now her ex-husband, is the hospital administrator, and she's like, I've lost everything because she ended up losing a child during that 8 years. I'm not spoiling anything outside the first episode. That's kind of, so she says, I can't lose being a doctor. So he says, actually, under ADA, we have to make accommodations for you. So they let her continue to practice, and she retakes the boards and everything. Really, really cool. Wow. I think it's on Fox. I watch it on Hulu.
Okay, Cool.
So it's called Doc. And then Steven and I started Survivor season 49.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. We
Really?
came back. Like Survivor kind of had a slump in my mind for like some of the
Did
the
49
casting
just start, or is the
just
49?
started.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So they're 2 episodes into 49. So if you're wanting to get in on the ground level, you're totally easy entry. I think they've really nailed casting this time. They have a former Chippendales dancer, so you're getting eye candy.
Yeah.
They've got like the I'm secretly a rich Hollywood elite, but nobody knows.
Yeah.
Like one of the producers of Black Panther and
Yeah.
Marvel films. He's like honest. He's kind of like Sleeper, obviously really bright.
Yeah.
There's like a super annoying gay guy who is becoming less annoying to us.
Yeah,
Like
of
Steven are
course.
like the calls coming in from inside the
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
But I don't know what it is about this season, but they've nailed casting.
Yeah.
And that is a make it or break it on these reality shows.
Totally.
You get a good cast and suddenly I'm like championing them. The Chippendales dancer is from, or like the equivalent, is from Edmonton, where I served my LDS mission. And he's really funny. He's the shoe bandit. So he just keeps hiding one shoe from everybody on the camp. And they're like, including his own. And so he's just like, hey, the shoe bandit goes again. And he's like so charming.
Yeah.
And so they've just done a very good job at making these people likable and whatever. So we're really liking Survivor season 49. And ding, did I tell you that I applied for Traders?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I have to still send in my video. That's the last portion, but I filled out all the paperwork and everything because I think I'm gonna make it go.
The man who got blocked on Etsy should go on a reality TV show.
To be fair, my name's not associated with my Etsy account because
fair.
I used to have an Etsy store. And so it's just under my Etsy store name, which doesn't have me linked at all.
Great.
So like they wouldn't be able to follow that. Although AI, if they were to be like, find all the... Wait, that's such an AI prompt. Could you do that? Like, find me dirt on so-and-so. I wonder if AI could do that.
It can't like reach into social though. It would only be
like whatever's accessible on the internet.
Gosh,
but I don't know.
You would have to do a deep search, and that's like a whole other portion of AI. But I'm sure it could.
Agreed.
Gosh, like even since like 6 months ago, I'm like, AI is getting spooky.
No, 100%.
Dang, I forgot to turn on my light. Actually, technically, I think that's your light.
Okay, do I look terrible in the recording?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Just let me look how I am. Then I'll surprise everybody next week. They'll say, gosh, he really looks rode hard, put away wet. And it's like, Shazam, I got my haircut. Actually, I get my haircut. It's so fun. So on the day of the wedding, my barber shop is like closing down for the first morning, for the first 2 hours of the morning, and allowing my family, and we have a couple friends that are all coming to get their haircut. And so I'm like, well, man, I really need a haircut because this is quite long.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm going to just do it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so Steven's like, that's kind of fun. Everyone will see you with long hair for like the bachelor party and whatever. And then you'll have like a total cut. Yeah. And we did our suits fittings yesterday. We have two. I don't want to ruin too much. Actually, we'll have to do a full episode debrief of the wedding and all the planning and all the drama and the looks.
Yes.
And the content, and then we'll release. It is kind of tricky now that I'm not on social. I need to think about how I navigate our social. I'll probably just have to do it through the third party app that we're using. Okay. All right. So we give advice to people in the news, and we're going to start with, of course, Taylor Swift's new album.
Yes.
Did I do all
Life
three?
Life of a Showgirl, yeah.
Life of a Showgirl. Now, we have not spoken about the album at all. In fact, I started to talk about it when we came in.
I said,
and
nope.
Stephanie was like, nope, we have to talk about the pod. So on a scale from 1 to 10, rate the album.
Okay.
Purely.
I gave a first round rating of listening to it to Traven.
Okay.
And that was a 7 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
My first listen through, all of them without like looking at anything else, without any social media, without anything.
I was going to say we should do it at the same time, but now I know you're 7, which means my 4 is going to come across even more surprising. Okay.
No, it's
my
fine.
Initial listening was a 4.
Yes.
It's gone down.
It's gone down?
To like a 2. Right.
Oh, mine has gone up.
I think I need to. Here's my problem. I think, if I'm being completely fair, I'm in such a Christian rock, Christian pop lane that this is just not exciting to me. Like that's where, like the song I played for you before.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Like has like, it's like, like you want to like get into it. Taylor Swift's, it's kind of like, it's a misnomer to me.
Yeah.
That Max Martin produced it. Like, it's a bit of a bait and switch because Max Martin did Bad Blood. I mean, her 1989 Out of the Woods, Wildest Dreams, like some of her biggest bangers, Blank Space. I was thinking, a Max Martin, we're going to see a return to that version of Taylor, which is not fair to Taylor because she's evolved past that. And if we look at Evermore, Folklore, Tortured Poets Department, even Midnight's, all of that. Midnight's maybe a little bit more of an abrogation, but everything else is very poetry focused, lyric focused. I want to love it. And maybe I just got to I got to let it be what it is and appreciate that. I will say my favorite song is Elizabeth Taylor. I think that is really cool. It's an innovative, and I do feel like Max Martin is being more experimental with the album. But all in, I have. What song would you say I need to wish list? I'm trying. Wish
list is the worst for me.
Okay, I was gonna say, which one are you saying is like this one is representative of the new era that she's in?
Here's the thing. This to me is not an era.
Okay.
More of a reflection of all of her eras.
Oh, interesting.
So I think when you listen through it, you can be like, oh, this kind of sounds like Red. Like Canceled sounds like Reputation.
Agreed.
Honey sounds like Lover.
Oh, what's the not the Vengeance one, but it's like
it might be Canceled or it might be Ruin the Friendship. No, Ruin the Friendship is Ruin the Friendship to me is kind of like Red. Like Canceled might be the one.
People has done, I put this in the thread. People did an explanation of each of the songs. So maybe let's do that because that'll help us walk through some of the songs.
Yes.
Like there's just like a little tagline for what each song's about. So track 1, The Fate of Ophelia, is really about a love song that nods to her romance with Travis Kelce.
Yes.
Ophelia is a reference to the Shakespearean character who is driven mad by love and eventually died by drowning. A comedy. Just kidding. So she says that was a lot about being rescued from the fate of being driven mad by love. That's
but also Shakespeare, like Ophelia is driven mad by everybody around her making crazy choices and eventually leads to it by, spoiler alert for Shakespeare, Hamlet kills her father. And that's what like is the spiral into her drowning. But like, I want to dive into the lore of it all. Just keep going.
Okay. Elizabeth Taylor is a reference to, obviously, Elizabeth Taylor, and including her love story with Richard Burton. And so it seems to be a nod. It says, everywhere else in the song, she seems to nod to the actress in several other Easter eggs, like the Portofino or whatever else. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Opalite is another nod to a romance with Travis Kelce, in which she references the football player's October birthstone.
Yes, opal is his birthstone.
Right.
Opalite is a man-made stone, and the song is basically saying like you can choose happiness.
Yes,
you can make your own
happiness.
happiness.
What she said in the track-by-track version of the album on Amazon Music, Swift said that the song is about choosing happiness. I'm so sorry. You're a genius.
Excuse me?
Okay, father figure pays homage to the late George Michael's iconic song of the same name, though it puts an entirely different spin on it. And so it's
basically about like a mentor and power dynamics and like how those relationships get sullied when people have different expectations.
And it says as well that some people are saying that it is in relation to Scott Borchetta. And Scooter Braun.
Yeah.
But we'll kind of see. Okay, Eldest Daughter. This is, it's a love song that she sings about accepting the love that she thought she would never find.
Yeah. Okay. Pause on this one because everybody was like, this was a letdown. In it, like she uses language like girl boss too close to the sun.
Yes, I heard that.
But there is like another lyric in it where she's like, I'm literally drowning in a desperate need to like feel cool and still feel relevant. And that's why, like, the juxtaposition of her saying that and then the next line is like, did you girl boss too close to the sun? Is still very Eldest Daughter. It's still like, I'm still trying to be relevant. I'm still trying to be cool. But what, like, and here's an example of that. Like, did you girl boss too close to the sun? But then the lyrics after that is like, I'm never going to let you down. I'm never going to, like, stray loyalty-wise. And so, like, that to me is like, when I first listened to this, it's about the whole album. A lot of the lyrics, I was like, ooh, millennial cringe. Like,
Yeah.
girl boss too close to the sun. But like the layering of the meaning and the way that she even says like, I'm dying to be cool. Girl boss too close to the sun. But like, I'm always going to be here. I'm never going to let you down. Is like so eldest daughter. And like, even in that line, there's like, the eldest daughter is the first lamb to the slaughter. Like, I'm like, like, me, the youngest.
Yeah, I was like, and so this seems totally on brand for you.
No, not for me.
But that concept is really beautiful.
The concept, like, I just know, I'm like, my mom was talking about her dad passing a few weeks ago, and I'm like, it's okay, Molly. You're going to have a Taylor Swift song soon. And like, I know that that's how she like relates and like intends to that, where like she's just like, my mom feels so much like I'm the sturdy person here, and whether that is like actually what it is or her own like dialogue, but like, yes, chef's kiss.
Okay. Then there is Ruin the Friendship, which everyone kind of thought was going to be about Blake Lively. Nope, it's about unrequited love, and then the passing
also just like taking
of
chances.
her friend. Well, it's also so her friend, high school friend Jeffrey Long, died when he was 21, and so she also referenced in the Amazon kind of track by track list that this was about that friendship there.
Yeah, and it's like she does talk about like, should I have kissed you? Should I have done this? And like, ultimately, it's worth it to ruin the friendship if you're taking the chance.
Yeah. Actually Romantic is one of the buzziest albums on there, and some people said it was a diss track to Charlie XCX.
It's pretty clear that it is.
And I think that that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't love obviously one of her biggest songs of all time was Bad Blood, so I don't want to say that she's not someone who is like doesn't
above
engage
it.
in that. But she also hasn't for a long time, and so to have it come back a little bit.
Here's why it does actually make sense to me, though. Charlie XCX wrote "Sympathy Is a Knife" about Taylor in her last album.
Yes.
And Charlie X is married to I think the drummer of 1975, and introduced Maddie to his current wife. I think they got married. So I think there is probably a lot more lore there, because she is very much a part of the 1975 band and is really close to Maddie's now current wife. I think what feels weird about it, though, is that like, we're like, oh, she's happy, she's moving on, she's like learned so much, and there's still this. But even then, to me, still a part of life of a showgirl. Like, these are still within her eras to say like, no, I'm so happy, like everything is going well.
Yeah, those two things can be true, right?
Is the next one Wish List?
Yes.
See, that to me is interesting, to go like, I have beef, but like also all I want is you now, and I'm like so happy, and I don't even like Wish List.
Yeah, Wish List is interesting because that one's about basically I'd give up everything just so I could have a simple life with you and all the fame, and then it takes us to Wood, which is kind of the raunchy track. It's a very
but like if you don't listen to the lyrics, do 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 do. It's no, like you can listen to it around children if you don't listen to the lyrics.
Right.
It's so fun.
I don't think we're wondering what a magic wand is,
or
we're not
redwood.
Bippity boppity booping. Yeah, or like a redwood. I'm just saying. Also, if you're gonna have a song kind of written about your member, and let Taylor Swift write it, because like if it were like an aspen or a redwood, a redwood
starts and you're like
okay, get it. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Then that does take us to Canceled.
I do like Canceled.
And that is kind of
very
like
Reputation.
Very Reputation. It's very like mass judgment that she's been subjected to. That's what she kind of talks about. It is a little bit about Blake. It is a little bit about Brittany Mahomes. Like
it's a little bit about everyone.
Threads of that sentiment, which I'm glad that it's not super overt. We're going to talk about artists later that are having very overt attacks on other people. Taylor's not one of those, which is kind of great. Honey is another song dedicated to Travis Kelce. You know, you can call me Honey if you want, because I'm the one that you want.
Yeah.
I will say what I like about Honey is She talks about it in the song, all the different environments in which she hated being called honey because it was typically a patronizing thing that someone would say to her at a record label.
That can be true.
Honey, don't do that, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so then to have your love call you honey, and you're like, okay, I actually hated being called honey, but I like you calling me honey because it shows that I'm the one you want. Kind of slaps.
No, I did think that was a really sweet sentiment.
Cute,
but it's so lover. Like, it's so lover to be like, you can call me honey. I'll marry you with paper rings.
And then, of course, there is the title track, album track, Life of a Showgirl with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. The bridge of that song?
Yeah, the bridge, I will say,
she
is a bridge queen. And so I listened to most songs my first listen to, and then would go just listening for the bridge.
Well, and to be fair to all of this, it was a 7 on my first listen. I would say I'm still only to an 8. Like, I think it's good. And all of that to say, every time I first run through a Taylor Swift album, I'm like, ooh, not her best. Catch me listening to TTBD, The Prophecy, crying in my bedroom. Like, I feel like her music has to sit with me. And also, I was the same way with Sabrina Carpenter's new album, which you will not be into in your Christian rock phase. My first run through with Sabrina Carpenter's album, I was like, what happened to nuance? What happened to tongue in cheek? How dare you? And now I'm listening to it like, do you want the house tour? I literally obsessed.
Your Spotify, my Spotify right now, the Venn diagram, white. Other than that, there's white artists. That's really it. Because most of the Christian... Actually, I love Blessing, this beautiful black soulful man that
You should listen to Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin? I think that's his name.
Okay.
He has excellent Christian music.
Okay, I live.
Smile by Kirk Franklin.
Oh, yeah. I've listened.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have to talk about, there's a marriage. A couple got divorced and a couple got married this week.
Yes.
And they could not be more interesting, diametrically opposed announcements.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously we know Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban separated. Rip. And
love is dead.
Now she says it's because he wasn't as supportive of her career and that he's basically having a midlife crisis.
She's been working.
She's been a working girl.
Yeah.
And then he has now been spotted out with 2 separate women, and sources are saying, I think from the Nicole Kidman camp are saying that he's juggling 2 younger women, which is evidencing of a midlife crisis.
Yes.
All in all, what I will say is that if this leads to, I don't listen to Keith Urban, so I don't have like, oh my gosh, can't wait to hear what his album's going to be like. I don't know any. Yeah, I think that's true. But I will say if I always felt weird about Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban.
I never liked
the
them.
hair. It always felt foreign, and not just because of the accents. Like, it just was not. It just didn't seem sympathetical.
No, they were not. They were not Endgame to me.
She is such an A-list star that I want to see her with another A-list, like an athlete, like a retired, like a sports commentator.
Her to see her with the guy who she was in the movie with, Baby Girl.
You want her to go with a younger man?
Yeah.
Okay, yum.
No, and I have not seen any of that movie.
I haven't either.
But I do think that would be
that'd be like
interesting
such a thing.
step.
Is that like he gets a young woman and she gets a much younger man.
Yeah.
Just like cut Big E and he gets okay. So sad for them. Rip. But John Johansson and Alexis Bellino from Real Houses of Orange County fame
I thought you were
got
say
married.
Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco.
Okay.
And you went Real Housewives.
Well, I told you I wanted to pick something that was so opposite. Like, honey, that's the lead story on People. Go to people.com right now.
I know it is.
Alexis Bellino's
I
wedding.
know it is, but I thought you were going somewhere else, and I was ready.
What I will say is, what I will comment on Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding is that the photos are magical. Insane. How they did the filter and how they made everything feel very like ethereal and whimsical and romantic.
No whimsy.
Her hair, makeup, dress, incredible.
Of a fantasy.
It goes to show, pick talent and charm over abs and eyebrows. Like, he does not have either of those 2 things locked down. The eyebrows are wild and the abs are non-existent.
The hair
is
kind of...
she could not look happier and he could not look
thrilled.
happier. I I loved seeing, also I saw the guest list was like obviously Steve Martin, Martin Sheen, but then it's like Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like, and I get,
Star-studded.
yeah, star-studded, because you've got Selena Gomez, actress and performer fame, which is why like Taylor Swift was there, SZA was there. And then you have like the artist that Benny Blanco's worked with, because he is a phenomenal music producer. And so that I love
It
that.
would be a fascinating dynamic to be like a lifelong friend of a celebrity and go to their wedding
And to see other
and have
major,
like other celebrities
and
there.
be like, oh no, I just am her childhood
No,
friend.
like at Taylor Swift's wedding when Abigail is her like maid of honor, and people are like, oh my gosh, you're Abigail. I would be like,
yeah, I'd be like, but no, what I was going to say was the Alexis Bellino, John Johansson. Because are you watching Real Houses of Orange County right now?
yes, I love it.
I love this season. This season is doing amazing. Salt Lake City is
So good.
incredible right now. Miami, incredible. Like the Bravo
Did you
universe.
watch the first Miami reunion?
Of course I did. The
spoiler
bombshell
at
at the
the
very
end?
end. When I tell you I had to rewind it because I did not think I heard it correctly.
Yes.
I had to rewind it
What's
because I didn't
crazy
think I
is
heard it correctly.
you're not even getting social media spoilers right now.
No, I'm not getting anything.
Oh.
Which means I didn't even know the reunion looks until they came
Live, laugh,
onto the
love.
stage.
I'm so happy for
There's
you.
kind of that like joy. I will say I'm never going to go back to social media. I know that makes me a terrible person, but I am grateful because I have a couple friends that just send me like Megan once a day will send me a thing from Instagram.
Yeah.
Just to be like, hey, here's your little funny whatever. But no, Alexis Bellino and John Johansson. I just love that if you Google like on People, it's like Nicole Kidman and them divorce. And then like right next to it is John Johansson, like the most thirsty couple in America.
Yes.
Getting their 15 minutes of fame. And then like Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban. I don't think they want to be in the press, but they are just thousands of stories. It was just really funny. So, okay. Third story that we have to talk about, which is also kind of in TV news, but the number one TV show last week was Dancing with the Stars. The reason why that's interesting is because they've been having a ratings decline for the past 5 years, 5 seasons.
Yes.
And this is now taking us back to like 2020 fame of Dancing with the Stars. And it's 100% because of the casting. That's all interesting.
The casting this season was excellent.
Was on point. I'm talking, you're hitting every social media group, the major whatever. But the reason why I put it in, did you see the story I selected? Chippendales wants Robert Irwin.
Well,
and
too bad they're gonna have to fight with Thunder Down Under.
Yeah, he is a child to me.
How old is he actually?
Okay.
So we make sure we're like appropriate.
Okay, wait. Let me just. I know, because when I see like that picture,
no,
I'm like, he's passing the sacrament.
I think he's 21.
For the first time. Robert Irwin. Who's
I
the
think
youngest
he can
person to
only
ever
be like
compete?
21.
21. You're right.
Okay.
And I just want to ask.
Okay. So.
Yum City, spread him on a piece of bread with a little Marmite jam. I will eat that all day, every day. He could not be more charming and incredible. I would leave Steven at the altar for Robert Irwin.
Yeah, no, he's...
Like, baby, just so you're... Where's my camera?
Yeah,
If you're... Thank you. This one?
Yes.
If you're worried about the wedding, he did ask me last week, are you going to leave me? Because at the altar, because when we were driving up to Logan to court together, because we were going to take Ava out for dinner.
Yes, of course.
And he was like, I'll come with you. And I was like, okay, great. And so we go to Costa Vida and in Brigham City. He says, hey, why don't I drive so you can eat, because it's more important for you to eat. And I was like, okay. And I was a little stressed out because it's a very big hearing.
Yeah.
And he then gunned it just a little bit because he wasn't used to how my car accelerated. And so the chips and queso just fell into my lap where I'm wearing my pants for court. And so I had queso on my pants. Anyways, long story long, he then was like, are you going to leave me at the altar? And I was like, no, absolutely not. I do need to put an asterisk on that now. I would leave you for Robert Irwin.
Yeah. Traven and I have not hall passes, but the like list, the celebrities, like, no, because if you could get them, I would slow clap for you. Like, it's not even so much a hall pass, but like, if you could bag Dua Lipa,
yes,
I would do nothing but support you, because if I was with somebody who could bag Dua Lipa, I'm only happy for me and for you. And that is how I feel with Robert Irwin. I'm like, no, like, and if you could get him, leave Steven at the altar.
Bringing him around would just be like, if Steven could get him too, I'd be like, leave me for him and tell me everything.
No, not leave me. Like, we're still going to be together, but like, Have your fun.
No, I'd be like, if Robert Irwin was like, I'm monogamous, I'd say, Steven, stay with him, but then tell me everything.
Yeah,
please.
but text me on the side.
Yeah, no, literally, I'll be your side chick.
Yeah.
So if you are watching, also Jordan Hanks wants to do like a Dancing with the Stars summary. So we'll have to do that sooner than later because that would be really fun to do.
No, it has been so good. You know who I've also loved? Whitney Levitt.
Same.
Insane.
First off, incredible dancing, but also like I think it also goes to show that when you see them cast on a show like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives or even Real Housewives, editing is everything because when you're in a little bit more of a controlled environment for you, meaning you're like you get to speak directly to
your narrative.
Yes. Way more likable.
Also, Dancing with the Stars always edits people, well now, to be more likable.
Yeah.
That she's going to come off well as well. And she's with Mark Ballas.
I have Whitney winning. I have Robert Irwin second place. I think I'm opposite. I think it needs to be Robert Irwin winning.
I think Robert Irwin will win.
I think Robert Irwin will win, but
I think Whitney deserves it.
Yes.
I feel bad for Jen. I think Ron, is that his name? Jan. I was like, I know it's something like that. Ron.
I think Ronald. You mean
I think
Jan?
Ron. I think Jan is too junior.
Well, and I just
crazy
don't know
to say because he literally did the whole Eras tour.
No. But I don't know if he's a choreographer as much as he being the pro. The best pros to me are the ones that are Jenna. I was just gonna say Jenna, Val, Whitney Carson, and
I actually think Brandon's choreography is excellent. I think he gets
love Brandon.
most
I'm
of the
so
time.
sad that he got out.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
that's controversial. But Pasha, I love Gleb and his wife.
Pasha's
Pasha's wife. No. Gleb Charchenko. No, not Gleb.
Not Gleb.
Pasha's wife is named.
Is it Pasha or is it? Pasha is the one with the hair that he should just do it curly. Because it looks frizzy.
I thought that. Wait. Dancing with the Stars.
I know which one you're talking about though. The Dylan Efron.
Yes, agreed. Okay.
I don't know what their names are.
Pasha.
I thought Pasha was the one who was with the Jen from Bachelorette last season.
Wait, I don't know. Oh.
And was married to Emma.
No, that is.
Jordan is yelling at the podcast right now.
I know Jordan's like.
Jordan's like, his name is this. It's
okay,
this and
there we
this.
go. Cash characters and stars. Okay, obviously we're looking at Daniela Kerrigan.
Yeah.
Daniela, and she is married to Pasha.
Okay, you were right.
And then the other guy is named Shorty McGee.
The one with the weird hair.
Sasha and Pasha.
Yeah. No, Sasha, I think, has naturally curly hair that he should embrace because he looks like somebody who's blown out a curl.
Yes, agreed. Okay, so super thrilled with Dancing with the Stars. I do think that it's the best season ever. So if you're going to start, you're only a couple episodes behind, pretty easy. I think Ezra's doing really good too. I could see Ezra and Jordan being like a really dynamic duo. I'm really glad that he got a good start after Anna Delvey. All right, our last kind of plucked from the news is the Cardi
the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. What the?
Steven just wrote our water won't go warm, and I'm like, did we pay gas? But I'm pretty sure I paid our
No, your
gas
the girl that you
bill.
messaged on Etsy is actually her dad owns Rocky Mountain Power, and so she's turned off your water. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
I know Steven's just like, also the garage door won't work, and I don't know if I can get the fridge to close. So my house is falling apart right now. At some point, we're going to wrap this up soon. Okay, so Cardi B and Nicki Minaj woke up this week and said, you know what I'm going to do? Choose violence.
And like a crazy, choose public violence. Choose public
okay,
execution.
so let's just talk about, so it started out with Nicki Minaj tweeting $4.99 about Cardi B's album,
Yeah.
Am I the Drama, being reduced to $4.99.
Yeah.
Now, ironically, Cardi B brings it back after they've attacked everything about each other's personal lives, to the fact that Nicki Minaj's album was also listed for $5 on her website, where you also would get a poster, a keychain, and a free like a trial for Tidal Records. So Nicki's like, what, or Cardi B's like, whatever. Here's the thing. I'm on neither team. I want to be very clear. This is not like Cardi camp or a Nicki camp.
No.
However,
I don't consume either of them enough.
I don't consume either of them. But what
Both
I will
make bangers.
Bangers. Bongos,
I'm happy for the music.
Bonk. Turn it up.
But I would love both of them to come from Megan Thee Stallion, because that music would be.
First off, Megan Thee Stallion to me is I like her better than
both,
the other two for right now. But they start off. So Nicki starts talking about Cardi, and keep in mind it's 6 a.m. LA time as this is happening. So that's why Cardi B ends up saying, you must have just taken a line of Coke. That's why you're up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It also happened to be Nicki Minaj's son's birthday. And so Cardi B references the birthday Nicki Minaj, but that's in response to Nicki Minaj calling Cardi B's baby ugly and then talking about how she's pregnant with a future
This
monkey
is a true
and cockroach.
story.
These are
Quotes.
Quotes that she has a monkey cockroach baby inside her because it's half black. And then Cardi B talks about how Nicki Minaj's son is nonverbal because Nicki must have been doing drugs while she was pregnant. And then she talks about how it must have been very difficult for her to get pregnant. That's why she went to fertility doctors, because she was on Percocet abusing prescription drugs so much that it scrambled all of her eggs. Then Nicki says, what are you talking about? I never...
Scrambled all of your eggs.
That's an actual line.
Okay.
Then Cardi B talks about, then Nicki Minaj talks about how she basically, Cardi B sucks and that her baby daddy is having sex with all these other people and that she accidentally, like it wasn't a planned pregnancy. Then Cardi B talks about how Nicki Minaj was molested by her father. Then Nicki Minaj claps back and talks about, at least I know who my father is. Like, when I tell you the base, disgusting, when I talk about I don't want to be on the internet because it's not, like you wrote me.
I said $4.99.
What?
Just because I said $4.99.
$4.99. And then they're talking about, then
they're saying
they arrange to physically fight. And Cardi B says, you can't tell the police like you did before, you total curse word.
Yeah.
And then Nicki says, I'd be fine to fight you. Then Cardi says, you only want to fight me because I'm pregnant. You want to fight a pregnant woman. And then Nicki Minaj circles back to the infertility thing. So it's like, I can't believe you would go after women who struggle with infertility. Also, buy my new album. It's coming out in March 2026. Like, when I tell you the bananas that was their feud online about each other's music is wild. Yeah. And it's also aspirational.
Yeah. No, I don't hate anybody that much. And I
do not hate anybody that much.
Like or maybe it's also that I'm just like not, one, I'm definitely not confrontational enough. 2, I don't hate anybody that much. 3, I've been to too much therapy to talk to somebody else like that. Same. But wow, is it aspirational?
It's so aspirational to me because it's a level of like I know, because you've been in the car with me or been on the phone with me while I'm in the car. Sometimes I get a little road ragey, okay? And some things flow out of me and it's a great little release. Would I ever tweet it? Absolutely not. And would I ever take it to press? Also no. Would I have a PR team? 1,000%.
Would we say on the podcast? Maybe.
Yeah, will we say on the podcast and then get in trouble later? Possibly. But I just think the concept of being so unhinged at that level, I will say Cardi B's slapbacks seemed like they were just not landing on Nicki for the majority of it until Cardi B said, girl, when you were relevant, I was in high school. You should be comparing yourself to Drake, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift. On people you came out with, but you can't because you're so pale in comparison to their careers that you've fallen off. And there's some accuracy there, which is why she's like, so you're coming after me. I'm new on the scene in this space. You've been at this for 16 years. You should have more clout than you do. It makes sense for me to be selling my album at $5, not you. That was
what? And she was correct. Oof. Taylor is selling
billion-dollar
To be fair, I don't think
world
that she should be compared to Taylor. Probably to Drake. Probably to
Right.
but
Kendrick, and in that same world of when
even
they
if
were
you're
out the same
comparing to
time.
them, it's not great.
It's not great for
Nicki
Nicki
is not
Minaj.
selling out
Minaj is
stadiums.
not selling out anything. She named her most recent hit. Starships.
No. She did
Super
the
bass?
high heels on
My tippy.
Tippy.
Don't
My titty. But that's like all I know from her most latest album. But she does have like a very loyal, delusional fan base, and I love that for them.
Very delusional. Like the Barbs are
Yeah, barbed wire.
TM, Nicki, call us. We want to be your barbed wires.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't want to be actually in that filthy world.
No, but Starships does slap.
No,
Starships are meant to fly. Shout out Pitch Perfect though for really,
also
really
shout
Pitch
out
Perfect.
to Monet Exchange.
Yeah, that's true.
On RuPaul, taking it to the next. And if you know, you
That's
know.
my
That is
favorite lip sync of all time. Besides, obviously, but like lip sync for your life.
in the top lip sync for your
And
life
also
on the
because
show.
what's the other lady in it?
Vivacious, not Vivacious, Black Widow or
Burn the alarm. He's acting electrocuted.
We've got to look at this. I need to check. Remind me when we release this video on Spotify. Just you and
Burn
me.
the alarm.
Did I just give myself a concussion? I was shaking my head violently. You guys got to watch on Spotify
That's what she
or
does
YouTube.
in the video.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how she didn't have a concussion.
No, and when you watch, like, pause right here, look up
Nicki
Monet
Minaj,
Exchange,
RuPaul's Drag Race. That's
Starships,
all you
RuPaul's
need.
Drag Race. RuPaul is in a crazy outfit
With the full,
with the full
head,
ski
with
mask,
the eyeglass, and
Full
his lips
ski
out, and a ponytail wig. If you're an alien and you come to Earth and you're just like, let's listen to a podcast, and you just stumbled upon ours, and you're hearing us describe Nicki Minaj's song being done by drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race based on what RuPaul is wearing as well, they'd be like, there is absolutely no sign of intelligent life on this planet. We have got to find somewhere new.
It's like the amount of detail that both you and I can recall of just that singular video.
Instantly. No, agreed. No.
I'm not doing that.
I'm so glad we're back, and we're back with a vengeance. If you are back, we'll figure out how we handle social, but if you made it to the end of this episode, we are going to... I have a new segment. I forgot to do our new segment. I'm so excited. This is a new segment dedicated to my son, Oliver.
Okay.
It's called Stupid Sports. It's not because sports are stupid. It's because we're stupid about sports. So I'm going to just, every time, randomly get on to ESPN.
Wait, I do have a sports news.
Well, no, I was just going to pick a random ESPN story, and then just from the headline, you and me think about what it's actually talking about, so that we'll be totally wrong, okay?
Okay, cool.
But you have news, so do you want to tell us your news?
No, I was going to be like, if you need to talk about sports, I have something from like last week I could pull out.
Oh, okay, but no, I have one.
Okay.
I think it'd be funny just to do sports,
totally.
and it's a random. We have no.
No, I can't wait.
We're
We
also
should do
not
it at the
opening.
beginning.
We're also not opening the article.
No.
I'm just doing it purely on the headline.
Great.
Okay, Cowboys place hooker on IR with toe injury. Oh, I hate when hookers get a toe injury.
Yeah.
Hazard workplace environment, and Cowboys are interesting because you wouldn't think they'd have toe injuries on account of the boots.
Yeah, they have the steel toe boots.
They steel toe boots, and so if you're getting a hooker with an injury, a cowgirl or a cowboy hooker, male prostitute, who gets a toe injury, you wonder, how'd you get it?
Yeah, you're doing weird
stuff. Take a
stuff.
shower, you pervert.
You're doing weird stuff.
Weird toe stuff. I'm not into that. I'm not into feet. And that's why he's placed on IR. Intermediate regulatory regulation.
Rest.
Interdisciplinary router.
Immediate rest.
Indispensable retriever.
The only thing I know about the Cowboys is Thunderstruck.
Bum, bum. And
what you should also know is that in high school, I did a dance to Thunderstruck, except our prop, instead of poms, was elastic shirts that we used and like pulled off and put our faces in and danced with. And like, that matters to me.
Yeah.
That's my culture.
That's your culture.
That's my culture.
She's white. We have our own culture.
Doing a dance to Thunderstruck in and of itself is pretty white culture.
What? 1,000%. Like, I know exactly when I go to my knee and I'm whoosh, whoosh, with my little pom-pom, slay. I never feel closer to my people.
No, and I do need you to listen to Nobody's Son from Sabrina Carpenter because there's a whip sound in it.
Okay.
At one point towards the end.
We'll listen during brunch.
After
during
this,
lunch.
yeah.
Because our soups got delivered.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
we have to end this so we can eat our soups.
I'm doing anything for food. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.